I don't think that'll be a problem. Anyway, we should discuss this. Once again, it's a Monday night. I'll start it here. We're actually going to start almost on time for once. It's not my fault. Yeah. Anyway, but hey, it's another night of VTubers voice act or whatever. I don't know. We'll come up with a catchy title in post, and I'll just paste it over like this. And when I say we'll fix it in post, that means I'm not going to. So you're going to live with it. Anyway, we're joined tonight by our usual cast of cretins. Something, inflatable little plush toy. It's Little Sharky.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. I'm here, I'm not queer, but get used to it. I have nothing, actually. I'm a out of retirement speedrunner, and I'm now the fastest person to ever play Sword Art Hollow Realization. So, dab.
Was getting that world record a hollow realization in and of itself?
No, but I finally managed on PC to bought a 4-year-old PlayStation 4 to the day, almost.
Oh yeah.
I'm chasing that run since 2019.
Nice.
Anywho, I've tooted my own horn enough. Who's next?
Well, they're not familiar with the process, but I don't think it'll be a problem. It's Chris Rees.
I wasn't listening. Was that intro important?
Yes, it was.
Oh. Well,
You're not familiar with the process, but I don't think it'll be a problem.
I'm pretty familiar with the process. It's rubs lotion on the skin or it gets the hose.
Excuse me, sir. I need you to calm down.
This is a Wendy's.
Hold on, I need to find the list.
So you'd like my help with that? Do you need me to help you with your intro?
Perhaps I can work late.
Fuck it, I'm on salary. Anyway, office friendly.
Go for it. Yeah, office friendly discourse,
Yeah.
according to the U.S. Air Force.
I
My
see.
name is Chris Rees. I run the Raid Group Blitz in Final Fantasy XIV, and pretty soon I'll be starting a playthrough of Dragon Age.
Dragon Age is a good time. Well, I'm going to throw everybody into a bit of a consternation here. With a dramatic pause. While I...
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. No one, everyone expects us to be fluid. Why not break it up? Speaking of breaking it up, I heard this man loves corn. It's Oni Heart.
What? Corn?
All right. Fair.
Listen, country boys make do, especially when you can't drink the water, huh?
Oh, they're a good band, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I went to the store and spent like almost $30 worth of drinks.
Wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, for those
But I
that
had
don't
a bunch of
know,
water saved up.
I
yeah,
was gonna say, was it all vodka?
No.
wait, how many bottles of Dasani were left?
I didn't look. I don't drink Dasani.
Bottles?
Listen to this man. He speaks the truth. Even in times of natural disaster, ain't nobody fucking drinking Dasani. That shit's garbage. This man would rather die of dehydration than drink Dasani, and you know what? He's right.
Yeah, I agree.
I got a bunch of things filled up with good tap water.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, tap water can be fine.
Just run it through a Brita. But what he means is it's safe. I have a friend who's in the northern part of the city, and her water's fine.
I mean, We'll live. We'll live.
True.
It's not like this hasn't happened before.
Anyway, you trying to introduce yourself, dog?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I play RPGs and fighting games and new art, and I started working on. Why am I coming through choppy?
Yeah.
It was actually clear on my side.
Why?
Yeah, it was clear for me. I was.
You know what? It's on
having
my
an issue
end.
where I was.
It's definitely on my end. Let me try disconnect, reconnect. Oh, this is going to be lovely. Okay. How are we now? Everybody still alive?
No, I died. Sorry.
Was I alive to begin with?
I
Yes.
don't know. I think Discord might be having a poo. But go ahead, introduce yourself, Oni. Now that we'll make it work.
I don't know. I'm playing a bunch of RPGs this week, as usual. Nothing's new, so we got Mega Man X Command Mission on Wednesday, and if all goes well, continuing Wild Arms on tomorrow.
Wild Arms, some good stuff.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, I got my animated cry and sweat emotes from my mom done, and other than that, yeah, it's same old, same old.
I'm proud of you. Speaking of things I'm proud of, voted most likely to pre-order the Vash the Stampede model coat from Super Groupies. If I can type properly, it's Lon. Yo, for real though, this thing looks dope as hell.
It does though. See, I'm trying to like process that, but I can't even argue.
It's
Hi.
Super Groupies makes good stuff.
Hi, I am Lonnie Akeo. I am on vacay bun still. But you can catch me here on Mondays and over on Shy's channel on Saturdays for voice acting This Way Madness Lies. I don't know, I'm cute. Give me head pets. Also, speaking of things I'm super proud of, Shy got affiliate over the
Nice.
weekend.
GG. That's something to be proud about.
Yeah, nice.
Congrats, Shy.
There we
Them Stardew streams really do be that way, huh?
go. Yup. Last but not least, it is in fact Shy.
Yes. Hi. I am Shy. It is nice to be on this side of the fence. I suppose the grass is greener. Anyways, like Lonnie said, we do voice acting various games on my channel, ranging from things like Final Fantasy XIV to Stardew Valley and stuff in between. I don't have exact times for much this week, except our usual Saturdays voice acting of This Way Madness Lies at 7 Eastern, featuring myself, Lonnie, Mokura, and a bunch of our friends. Come check it out if you'd like. Also, planning something for April 8th. It will be my streamiversary, my 1 year since debuting over on Lawns, and we're looking forward to that. Planning some good stuff. Hoping to have some giveaways. Just working on that too. But hey, if you're looking for something to do, just stop on by.
True. All right, we ready? Yes. Alan, say, last we left off, well, we were in Van Zeek's room with his weird little apprentice. There we go. Yeah, I think we pretty much did everything in here now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Well then, I guess. No, let's check the prison. See if we got anything. Nope. That dude's wild. Nah, alright. Maybe back to Strongfart's office.
I guess you might have to show something to Dracula over there.
Oh, yeah.
Would probably help if I had the actual thing up, huh?
The Reaper attacked. It's the kingpins of the criminal underworld generally managing to escape conviction in the Reaper trials. And this isn't the first time their henchmen have tried to attack Lord Van Zeeks as a result, by the sound of it. It makes you think, if that's how the justice system works in London, then there must be dark forces at work. Oh, I wanted to learn about the lost cat. Lord Van Zeeks, about the article in this paper?
Yes. It seems there was a reporter nearby when that little skirmish took place. I had no idea I'd been photographed. It was careless of me.
It looks as though it was taken after the people who attacked you had run away, though.
Rest assured, the police have already apprehended every last one of them.
But there's someone else fighting alongside you, it seems. Well, what's up, Rick? You okay there? And I think it's the same man who's sitting over there as we speak, isn't it?
As I mentioned already, he's my apprentice.
Perhaps you could tell us a little more about him? Oh, it makes games like this much more enjoyable and engaging.
He's to become a prosecutor. So you could say he's my apprentice.
Van Zeeks. Is he of legal age, Van Zeeks?
Like you are early then, you know.
I don't remember taking an apprenticeship with a great detective.
He's currently compiling a report about last night's attack.
It looks like he's wearing some kind of mask.
On Lord Strongheart's orders. Nobody knows the man's face, or his indeed his identity.
But why would you agree to take on such a clearly suspicious individual?
Lord Strongheart's orders again.
Man, you are a little bitch, huh?
He's not one for meaningless follies. There will be a good reason for his actions.
I hope you're right.
Oh, you're not freaky at all.
Ah!
The task is complete? Good. In that case, you can collate all the briefs.
Nice to meet you? Back to work again. That was really strange, though. I've never met the man before. I didn't even know he existed, and yet somehow it didn't feel like our first encounter. I swear to God, is this fucking Kazuma? Did he that motherfucker fake his own death to get out of paying child support?
Oh my god.
Don't bother trying to converse with him. He says nothing to anybody from outside this office. Long Stronghart? Long Strong... Lord Strongheart has strictly forbidden it.
Oh, I see.
Why are you so interested in my apprentice anyway?
I have a thing for strong men in masks.
Emotional masks or physical masks?
HR wants you to show me the difference between these two things. Yeah, what's up, Emmy? No, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to. The way he stood there so casually, yet with that flawless posture. It couldn't be, I swear to fuck.
Yes. There's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Nice, GG. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I'm usually free after 6.
That Nibonese man. Is he faring well?
Sorry?
The one arrested twice in succession 6 months ago. With the stoop, and the mustache, and the jitters.
Oh, Mr. Natsume, you mean?
I'm not sure he'd be very pleased to find out you'd identified him from that list, Reno.
He's fine, thank you. In fact, I received a letter from him by international post only the other day.
I see. Well, I think we can end our discussion there, don't you? There's little time left before tomorrow's trial. I advise you to spend it investigating the case.
Yeah, thanks for the advice. And for the conversation. You're not too bad. For a, vampire. Can't believe he's asking after Soseki-san. After a Nipponese. I'm not sure whether to feel happy about that or worried, though.
I never imagined that Mr. Reaper would be friends with a mad scientist, don't you? That's a turn up for the books.
A mad scientist? Oh, you mean Professor Harebrain? Yeah, it might be worth quizzing the professor about his relationship with Lord Van Zeeks, I think. I feel like someone does Makora. I just don't remember who off the top of my head. I understand Lord Van Zeeks is a friend of yours from your university days?
Yes, that's right. He was studying while I was studying science.
What was he like back then?
A good question. Unassuming, gentlemanly, and all-round nice fellow, really. What the fuck is wrong with admin now?
What? Excuse me? Excuse me, sir?
When shit runs as admin, it fucks with my push-a-talkie, and I get annoyed with it.
Yeah, no, I think Discord's like just kind of having some issues all across the board.
Oh.
Sorry, I think you misheard me? I'm talking about the cold-hearted, merciless prosecutor Barack von Zeeks. What was he like when he was at university?
Talk about a leading question, Reno.
As I said, an unassuming and extremely pleasant gentleman. After all, he's the little darling of the Van Zeeks family, what with all its great aristocratic origins.
I didn't realize he had quite such noble blood.
Little darling?
It was a bit of a shock when I came to Britain and learned what he'd become. The Reaper of the Bailey, no less.
Yeah, that's right.
I did hear, though, that there was a very big event in his life that completely changed him after graduation.
Really? What sort of event?
I'm sorry, but I don't know anymore. I wasn't in the country at the time. I was in Germany already.
Oh, yeah, of course. If he's heard all about the Reaper, I really don't have the heart to tell him that Lord Van Zeeks will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow. I'm gonna try relogging on Discord really quick. If that fixes anything. All right, say it again, y'all.
Y'all?
All y'all.
Don't
All
call it a
y'all.
callback. I've been here for
Yes.
years.
Oh well, some nights you just have to work through it.
Some nights you wake up cashing in your bad luck.
Some nights
No,
you
that's-
call it a draw.
I wish every night was a fucking draw. Are you kidding me?
You gotta know when to hold them, know when to
When to
fold
fold
them.
them.
You never count your bunny while you're sitting at the table.
Well, I did everything that I could. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something with the connectivity over Discord. I think it's on Discord's end.
Yeah, let me try
You
one
could try
more.
manually changing the voice server.
Yeah, that is through advanced or voice and video.
Channel settings, I think.
Really in channels?
They moved it. Yeah, edit channel overview region override.
Okay. Did anything happen?
Um,
Should be invisible, but the quality should improve if it was the Discord.
Yeah, you don't sound like robots anymore.
Yeah.
Hey,
it.
wait,
Hey.
that's actually less effective for me.
Yeah, I know, but audio quality. Anyway, that's weird. So it was set automatic, and I swapped it to US East, and it was like, oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Alright.
it just means that whatever it was defaulting to locally to you is having issues.
What a surprise. So, Professor, let me just make absolutely sure I've understood you properly. Also, you'll probably have to relaunch the stream. The huge explosion that occurred yesterday, that was an accident, you're saying? You had no intent to harm the victim, who was in fact the sole investor in your work. Is that correct?
As correct as 2 squared is 4, I swear it.
Yeah, but you can't square 2 skin to get a 4 skin.
What?
Yes, it's true the man perished in a machine of my invention.
Nani?
So I know that I'm far from blameless in all this, but still. I would never use my discoveries, my inventions to take a person's life, not in a centillion years. I'm a man of science, that's all I know. You have to believe me, please. Do you believe me? Do you believe in my hypothesis? Science is the pursuit of truth, you know. I've always believed that. All my life.
My dude, your hypothesis was if I electrocute a person, maybe they will move. And,
I mean,
I mean,
mm,
I'm afraid I don't know much about science. I really don't know much about a lot of things, to be like really honest. You might be screwed. But I do believe you, and I will fight to prove your innocence with all my might. I'm a man of the law. It's all I know. You have to believe me. Please?
When I went to live in Germany after I graduated, I learned something very important. Nationality, class, lineage, none of that matters. As long as you try your hardest, you can achieve anything. Even reanimation from a corpse.
Well, thank you for that, Professor.
And thank you in advance for defending me tomorrow in court.
All right, Renai, it's time. Time to visit the great exhibition.
No, I don't like that you cocked that firearm when you said it's time. That's a great way to give someone a panic attack. I'm sorry?
Well, that's where that's where the incident happened, isn't it? Get moving before I pull the trigger.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah, I suppose that's true. It's time to investigate at last, and also instigate.
October, the Great Exhibition Grounds, foot of the Crystal Tower.
Hey, yo, did someone say feet?
Why are you taking us to Foot Washing Manor?
I love toes. Ugh.
Hell yeah, suck toes.
Hell yeah, suck toes. Ugh. The showgrounds are a little too big for my liking. I saw someone who put a Graha Tia Natasha on their Kia, and they named it Graha Kia, and I don't want people to make jokes anymore. That person should be punished for their sins.
They're playing 14, they already have been.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Well, then why is Square Enix offering it for free, up to level 60, with no time limit?
It's about to be 70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. We've been walking around in dense crowds for 2 hours now, and I felt myself swooning 3 times. You mean fainting, my guy, but go on.
There are lots of people, aren't there? I've almost been trodden on 3 times, too.
It's because you're small. God, I wish that had happened. Anyway. Be careful, won't you, Iris? And don't let go of my hand. Finally made it through the throngs, though, by the look of it. Here we are, underneath the public experimentation stage where the explosion happened yesterday.
Yeah?
What's that? I can hear voices from up on the stage. It sounds like an argument.
I'm just randomly guessing. I'm right! Ha! Bruh, I thought it with you this time. I'm warning you. I'll arrest you in a minute.
It's a raid!
Oh, yeah? Go on then, Spectre. Give it a shot.
Yeah, what's
you
up,
ain't got
PG?
no evidence and you know it.
How was your stream? Welcome, welcome.
It's my time. It's my time to shine.
Wait, I know those voices.
You got a cheeky
Howdy,
little
Raiders.
mouth on
How was
you,
Lost
young
Ark tonight?
lady. But a night in the cells will teach you some manners. Just try it, I dare you. If you want that bag of chips rammed down your throat,
Is that where it's going?
up your ass.
Yo, Phantom Witch? Nice. Glad you had a good time.
You know, get to the same place
And I haven't
either way.
heard Lost Ark in a hot minute. But I'm glad you're doing well with it.
Yoo-hoo! Grexy! What are you doing up there?
Dude, the infinity potato is real. Aw, awesome. Who your friends?
Ah. Ah. Is you here? Your ladyship.
This man's simping.
How are you, your ladyship?
Yeah, welcome to the stream,
I do
PG.
hope you're well, your ladyship.
It's very nice to meet a fellow Twitch partner. Does that make her 3 times a lady?
I'm not well at all. It's far too busy everywhere. I wanted to ride in a balloon, but there was a 3-hour queue.
Unbelievable. I'll go and have a word. Oh, you'll be flying as high as a kite in no time once I pull some strings for you.
My bad. Tobias Gregson, an inspector at Scotland Yard. Until recently, he was suspended from duty, but it would appear he's back in action now. He's actually quite well known, appearing as he does in The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes. And for that reason, he can't say a word wrong to the story's author, Iris. But there are limits, surely. Or there should be.
Watch it, sunshine.
Sorry.
I take issue with your narration. What gives then? Don't tell me you're on this case.
Yep, I'm acting for the defense.
So we're here to investigate.
Yeah, I got unfired.
Dear me. That situation, is it?
Is it really that troubling? Yes.
Measly 5 bob, is that all you got? You're a lawyer, ain't you? Could stand to carry a bit more copper around in your pockets, Mr. Naruto.
What? Hey, that's my last bit of spending money, that is.
Did you just skip your own line?
Did I?
I think you did.
I don't think I did. No, I did not.
You're muted.
God damn, you're right. Let's just pretend I did it.
Okay. You can have it back, but I have to charge you for all the bother. 3 bob.
Bob this, pants grab. This is Gina Lestrade, a pickpocket or diver, born and bred in the East End of London. In the case that led to my own suspension 6 months ago, this is the young girl I was defending in court.
What's your problem, eh, Odo? Diver? Pickpocket? What's with all the name calling?
Yeah, I guess they are breaking Naruhodo's 3rd or 4th wall, whatever wall that is.
Or he has no inner monologue.
You want a bag of chips rammed down your throat and all, do you?
Listen, I'm a yum broker.
Just last week you were talking about my OnlyFans.
My only flans. I thought you were proud to be a diver, Gina. You were just arguing with Inspector Gregson about it, weren't you? I assumed you'd been up to your usual tricks here at the showground.
That ain't no way to talk to a lady, Odo. Half a year's a long time. People can change. I'm an apprentice now, learning to be a Scotland Yard detective.
Huh, all right.
So you'll have to call me what everyone else does. It's Inspector Lestrade now.
Damn, she's got them spring training numbers on that badge. That's a baseball joke. Inspector? That badge is homemade, surely.
Inspector part isn't entirely accurate. No one calls her that. For what it's worth, anyway. Investigating's off the cards for all us now.
What's that supposed to mean?
Right, well, I'll be back up top. You hold the fort down here, all right? Right, sir.
This raises a lot of questions. It was 8 months ago now that I first encountered Gina, in connection with a case that I was working on. At the time, she was living in the East End with a group of other orphans. She helped all of them survive by pickpocketing, but then she got embroiled in a murder.
I had a lot of time to think in prison. I realized I couldn't go on like I was. The diving weren't working out.
Oh, I'm so pleased to hear it, Ginny. Well done.
So, you went from being a pickpocket to a detective?
You got it. Good, isn't it? Inspector Lestrade. Sounds like something out of a book, eh?
Talk about a sea change.
And then there's Iris Old Man to think about.
His father, you mean?
Yeah, I promised her, didn't I? I said I'll
Realistically.
get all the police forces around the world to pull out all the stops looking for him.
Legality, schmegality. Just a small promise then, nothing serious.
Oh, Ginny, you're so sweet.
Well, yeah, maybe.
So anyway, that's how I had a go at the test for Scotland Yard. Only trouble is, I don't read so well, do I?
Well, thankfully they don't have a written section. They replaced that with the blatant racism section last year. Just a small problem, nothing serious.
And that's when Ellie approached Gregsy and asked for help. So the inspector said he'd take full responsibility for Ginny and made her sort of apprentice.
That doesn't sound very much like Gregson at all. What did Sholmes do to this poor man?
Blackmail.
I was gonna say, does it involve the fish and chips?
Actually, Iris was gonna write me out.
Oh,
How's
damn.
that?
That was very magnanimous of Inspector Gregson. And brave.
Well, you know Ellie. He enjoys finding ways to make people do what he wants.
So you're telling me he's a sociopath?
Oh, that sounds alright.
The great detective likes digging for dirt, in other words.
So, the long and short of it is, if you got questions about the case, you can ask Inspector Lestrade.
Okay, Inspector Lestrade. Okay. Actually, there's still a big mystery surrounding Gina, isn't there?
Ooh, what, Renee? What?
Well, 6 months ago, Gina was the defendant in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper. A trial in which she was found not guilty, and yet here she is still. While I hit the wrong buttons.
Come on, you're not still on about that, are you? The Legend of the Reaper, whatever it's called. Oh, you didn't have to worry, Odo.
If I didn't half worry, there probably wouldn't be a whole lot of you left. I like the Dead Sea.
It's like I told you before, isn't it? A Reaper's kinda like him upstairs, so he knows what I'm like on the inside. That ain't really done nothing wrong.
Phrasing?
He's also a subscriber.
Nothing wrong might be a stretch. This might be stretching a point. Sheesh.
What about Mr. Natsume in Japan? He's perfectly fine, isn't he?
Well, that's true. Perhaps the Reaper is more discerning than I thought.
Exactly, so I ain't worried. I'm totally fine. Was all this world was. Brainy bloke pulled a bunch of levers on his machine, and suddenly it started billowing smoke. Then, it just went pop. I ain't seen a better experiment here yet.
I'm sorry?
You mean you saw it, Ginny? With your own eyes?
Nah, I borrowed a pair.
Oh,
Yeah, of course. boss in charge here, ain't he? Keeping everything running smooth, I mean.
Like the sides of his mustache. The boss being Inspector Gregson, I suppose. That's gonna take some getting used to.
So, all I have to say is that I'm on duty, and I can go do whatever I want to.
You know, Gina, you sound like every police officer I know.
I'm a natural, I am. Get this. I was up in one of them flying balloons when it happened. Watched it from above.
Oh, you're so lucky, Ginny. Maybe I should join Scotland Yard too.
So you can also indiscriminately murder people?
Yeah, do it. You know how to put the boss in his place already, right? Right, Iris? You've got me doing it now, Kios. Right, Iris? You have no trouble at all.
Then it's settled. When do I start?
When you turn, like, legal age? No, you can't join Scotland Yard, Iris.
We'll see. Anyway, what I don't understand is this. If the machine exploded so spectacularly, how can Professor Bunnybrain still be claiming that this experiment was a success?
Technicalities. Task failed successfully.
Alright. Well, it was a success in a way.
It was? How can it have been? Well, the dude got vaporized. Surely after the whole machine blew up, no one could call the experiment a success.
Like I said, it did sort of work. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of smoke and that whopping great bang. Incidentally, whopping great bang is what I get. But where do you think they found the victim's body, eh? In the Crystal Tower over there.
Okay, so with all the broken and shattered glass that's vaguely human-shaped, you don't think he maybe was exploded up there? You think he teleported?
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am? What? In the tower? Wait, hold on. Let me consult my thesaurus.
You can see it for yourself, can't you? Up there above the scaffold.
Are you a bit confused? You can see...
Where all the glass is broken, you mean?
Where all the what's broken?
Glass.
Touch glass? I should touch glass?
Yes.
Okay, my desk is glass. I don't have to go outside anymore, right?
Oh.
Yeah, the cage the victim got in to start with. Really did get beamed through the air and whatever, and landed all the way over there. So you see, it kinda worked, didn't it?
What? I don't believe it.
I mean, I don't get the ins and outs of it, but anything's possible, right, with science? Oh, I'll tell you what. You can have this. The plan of the experiment they drew up at the yard.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go on. I had 3 bob off you
Really?
before, so that's fair.
Yeah, I didn't actually give that to you. Did I? Something Inspector Gregson said before seemed a little strange.
For what it's worth, anyway. Investigating is off the cards for all of us.
Yes, naughty old Gregsy ran off after that without explaining himself.
Alright, boss said no one's allowed to investigate that weird machine what blew up yesterday.
That's not fair. We're representing the defendant.
In that case, could you at least tell us what you've learned from your investigations?
Nah, you're not getting it. We ain't allowed to investigate neither.
Why?
What did the boss call them again? The forensic investigation team, I think. Anyway, apart from them lot, no one's allowed to lay a finger on the scene. Bit funny, isn't it?
So even Scotland Yard's own detectives can't investigate? Yeah, I've never heard of something like that before.
I thought I could have a gander on the quiet, though, but the boss caught me at it. You probably heard him giving me an earful about it before from down here, didn't you? It's not bleeding fair.
I think you were giving him as much of an earful back as I remember it.
Oh, well, sometimes I think it's all them chips what made him so stubborn. You say something to him, Odo. Go on, see if you can get through to him.
He's up on the platform above us, is he? Where the machine that exploded is.
We can try, can't we, Reno? Greg can listen to us. I got this gun too.
Oh,
You can't threaten to shoot everybody. Stop it. Excuse me, ma'am. With your gun.
But it's colorful.
Very nice gun.
Oh, I can go up. That's interesting.
My gun. Anyway, I started blasting.
It
Bang.
looks as though somebody
No, I
dropped
don't see so
something
good, so I
behind the tree
missed. Then
just
they
then.
ran away. I ran after them.
Okay.
Bang! Tried to shoot him in the back, but I don't want so good either. Anyway,
Dropped or hid? What is this? Some part of the machine that exploded?
Maybe. It could have fallen from the platform above the blast, perhaps.
What's going on here?
Nothing. I think I'll hang on to this, though, just in case. I have a mysterious contraption hidden in my pants.
I ain't falling for that one again.
Hey, look! What's this? A ripped piece of cloth?
It's not like any fabric I've ever seen before. It's very thick and stiff. It looks extremely durable.
It's canvas, I think. With some sort of rubber backing. And the edges appear to be a bit charred as well.
Maybe? Maybe that means it had something to do with the explosion.
Let's make note of it while Ginny's mid-yawn.
else where the cove ended up after his instinct kinesis, or whatever they called it. Dead, of course.
And yet they're calling the experiment a success?
What's that wooden scaffold there for?
The coppers, our lads, set that up after the incident happened. To get the body down, I think. Dunno, really.
Didn't you help to erect the scaffold then?
Nah. Lookout duty's more my thing. Wandering around the exhibition and keeping a lookout for fun stuff.
Mind Gregson doesn't hear you saying that, or he'll give you the boot. It's incredible, though, isn't it? I mean, could the victim really have bridged that gap by some sort of invisible kinesis? Yeah, like an explosion? I've been meaning to ask you for a while now, but what are those funny round blobs floating in the sky?
Oh, they're the flying balloons I've been talking about. I want to go up in one so much.
I've read about situations like this in a magazine about strange phenomena. Creatures from outer space coming in round flying objects to attack Earth.
Are you stupid?
Would you like my help with that? I suppose inhabitants of other planets are bound to be interested in the Great Exhibition. This is it, Iris. It's happening.
It's not. I'll explain it to you later with a nice cup of tea, Renee.
Is this where babies come from?
Yes, we should discuss this.
I mean, probably.
I love the challenge.
Excuse me, sir.
I don't think you understand. The Crystal Tower.
I mean,
Anyone that's really confused, just open up the general channel in Discord and scroll up a little bit. The Crystal Tower. It's certainly an apt name. It was built to be the focal point of the exhibit. Exhibition. And it definitely is, being so tall and with all that glass. I can't imagine a building like this ever being erected in Japan. Oh, just you wait, buddy. Just you wait.
Yeah, that's because he's not familiar with the process.
Well, I mean, yeah. He might be a little confused. Like a lot of confused.
There are lots of exhibits inside the tower as well, apparently. Of course, there's an observation deck, but there's also an art gallery, a zoo, and a museum.
Wow, did Japan copy off of this?
But I heard you have to queue for 3 hours just to get through the doors.
I mean, that's not exactly true when you think about it. All you have to do is find a little redhead cat guy like Kios, only red, and just have him say, "But expanse contract, Eon become instant, throw wide the gates."
I don't play Final Fantasy 14.
I've been saving it ever since we saw the Crystal Tower.
Fair. Fair.
I think you're simping hard for the sandwich cat. Well, at the moment, the shattered glass from the failed experiment may well be the biggest draw.
Thanks to that accident, the whole tower is shut.
Suddenly, it's not the crystal tower anymore, but the crystal glass shower.
Apparently, everyone's taken to the skies now to look down on the disaster area from above instead. But there's a 3-hour queue to go up in a balloon now.
Londoners must be very patient people. No, the British just love a good queue. Legitimately,
They really do.
love lining up, and I don't know why.
Interesting behavior.
Interesting behavior. Interesting news. As of January 1st, 2024, Steam will officially stop supporting the Windows 7, 8, and 8.1 operating systems. After that date, the Steam client will no longer run on those versions of Windows. So if you're still living in the 2010s, it's time to update.
Honestly, if you're still using 8, who hurt you?
Maybe they just like it, you know? Maybe they like suffering. They're probably a speedrunner. That's probably the only people still using it for like some reason. Oh, it's just faster on Windows 8 for whatever reason. These
Maybe
stairs.
they just love the challenge.
These stairs obviously lead to the stage above. We should go up there and investigate the exact spot where the experiment was being conducted.
22nd October, the Great Exhibition Grounds, Experimentation Stage.
So that's it, is it? The machine that blew up? Oh, I know. We use this thing to get into the Institute.
Yeah,
Ooh, it must have been a magnificent explosion, and I've seen my fair share.
You've seen things like this before, you mean?
Of course, I live with Early, remember? In fact, in his own words, explosions are the very essence of chemistry.
I mean, kinda. Ah, that might explain the smell of burning that frequently comes wafting up the stairs.
One time, he made something that exploded with such force, it took the roof off the building.
Yeah, oh, I know. It's wild. And, like, without things like
It rained that
GOG
day.
and their... However they manage to make stuff kind of work. Like, I know I couldn't run Arcanum and stuff like that. Some of the older games that I play, like, offline without, like, something to work on it.
I wish you'd been there to see it, Reno.
It's hard to get excited about that, given that I now live in the roof.
Well, anyway, that's enough about that. It's time to investigate.
Ah, look, Inspector Gregson is over there. He seems to be deep in thought about something. Is it chips? Whilst eyeing the machine carefully.
Really? He just looks confused to me.
It ripped itself apart magnificently, didn't it?
Magnificently. And mercilessly.
So someone stands in the middle of the machine to be disassembled and then beamed through the air?
Beamed, not blasted. That's the point.
Can I go next?
It's broken.
Yeah, that part's crucial, really. Is something like that even possible out here?
No. Hey, Renee. I'm just a child. How should I know?
Child when it suits you, you mean?
From what I can tell,
But seriously, go back to her line.
Really? Did I?
What? Well,
Oh, Greg's.
Oh,
That's
okay.
one of those ones where Greg's auto advanced.
Yeah.
that was practically instantaneous kinesis, the way you flew over just now, Grexy.
Please, your ladyship. Didn't mean to startle you, but I can't let you touch anything up here.
Sorry. You can have some of my latest special blend to make up for it.
Ah, wonderful. The stuff really is wonderful.
It's just like old times, this is. We're representing Professor Harebrain in court tomorrow, Inspector. So we should be allowed to examine the scene.
Listen, Sunshine, even I'm not allowed to touch anything up here. It's that blasted special dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act to blame. It's driving me potty.
It's driving your bathroom?
It's giving me the shits.
True!
Lay off the magnesium.
Ah, yes, that special dispensation. Professor mentioned that too. I love bananas.
Excellent source of potassium. More red tape's all we need. I don't know what the government thinks is playing at sometimes.
Look. We're allowed to just look, aren't we?
Eh?
Surely that's all right. Isn't it, Grexy?
Of course, your ladyship. Anything you say, your ladyship. But please don't get your dainty hands dirty, would you?
Okay, thanks, bye. Don't worry. We wouldn't dream of touching anything, would we, Renee?
She really knows how to get what she wants. Oops. Let's talk about government policy with a police officer. I'll take things I'd rather literally dive in front of a fucking bullet than do.
For how much?
To not have to have the discussion.
But the joke, you have to say for blank, Alex.
Oh.
You're missing half of the joke.
I don't think I understand.
And that's today's Daily Double.
Using high voltage electricity to somehow disassemble a man's body and then beam him across to the Crystal Tower? It's an extraordinary thing to attempt, especially in public, especially because it scientifically, even now, can't work.
True? It was by far the most unusual of the experiments planned for the exhibition, mind.
To be honest, I'm a bit surprised it was allowed. Carrying out something so dangerous with so many spectators present, I mean.
The government's doing everything it can to promote new science and technology at the moment. they're more worried about being ahead of the game than the odd spot of public safety infringements. If they can be the first to develop some new technology, it makes Britain more powerful in the future, you see.
What? Like when they finally figure out how to use spices?
No, we're
Spoilers,
talking about...
they never do.
True.
We're talking about the possible. Sunshine, not learning to use spices.
Yeah, I suppose that's true, in a way.
So the powers that be are placing a heavy emphasis on scientists' rights at the moment.
What sort of rights?
They're making it so any theories the brains have remaining their legal property, as it were. Right through developing into a practical idea and even going into production. Which is the infuriating reason us coppers aren't allowed to touch this crime scene. Because the new highfalutin special dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act forbids it.
Ah, I see now.
The only people with permission to investigate here are from some brand new department at the yard. Called Civil Asset Forfeiture, I believe.
God damn it.
The Forensic Investigation Team, it's called. We've been relegated to keeping guard.
The Forensic Investigation Team.
Any old fool can see that this heap of scrap metal was a sham to begin with. But just because it says scientific equipment on the paperwork, we can't do a flaming thing with it.
Poor Gracie. He's very het up, isn't he?
Remind me again, what's this new legal act that means we're not allowed to touch the scene here?
Are you having at me, Sunshine? It's a special dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act.
Yes, I think Harry mentioned that recently. With a real twinkle in his eyes, I remember.
I'm sure he did, your ladyship, I'm sure he did. Asked especially for the great exhibition it was. All scientists have to do is present their ideas or inventions to some suits in the civil service. And if it gets rubber stamped, that's a guarantee of rights to maintain the invention's confidentiality.
What does that mean?
Think about it.
Thank you.
Think of all the world-changing new inventions on display every day at this exhibition. Although a good half of them are a load of cobblers, if you ask me, put forward by shammers like yourself.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, sir.
You're excused.
Oh, I love how absurd some of the inventions here are. It's all so fun.
It might be fun to you, but a member of the force has to be present at every single demonstration. Can you imagine it, eh? Hunting science, that's what I say.
I don't think so. That sounds like my dream job.
You'd soon think otherwise after spending a day guarding all these Shammers' bogus contraptions.
But if they're all bogus, how can anyone hope to demonstrate them? There'd be no point.
Yeah, well, there is a point, sadly.
I'm sorry?
Thanks to another of our government's bright ideas. If any theory or invention is deemed to show potential, the government hands out a research grant.
The scientists get funding?
Exactly. And that's what they're all after. All these shammers coming from far and wide to clog up Hyde Park. And who has to keep them all safe, eh? Who has to smile politely and welcome them? Us coppers, that's who.
Not a bad one.
So you can see why I say it now, can't you? In science.
Oh, maybe I can see a point.
Is this man complaining about doing the job he literally signed up to do?
I mean, he is a police officer.
True.
Jesus.
Listen, I'm just here to bring you the truth.
No one's wrong.
Apparently, Professor Harebrain lives and works in Germany now, conducting his research.
That's right. Came back to Britain especially for the Great Exhibition, as I understand it. Probably after one of the government's research grants.
Actually, we learned something else about the professor earlier today. About his time in further education. It turns out he was at university with someone we both know. Lord Van Zieks.
What? What's that? It's news to me. But if Van Zieks, if Van Zieks man's prosecution, then the accused, the professor's fate is
Sealed? Because the Reaper will get him one way or another.
Blimey, that man's beyond me. I don't know what goes on in that head of his. Talking of Van Zieks, this morning's paper ran the story of him being attacked. Read that?
Oh, yes. But Mr. Reaper is completely fine. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. Still, the Reaper. How long's that business gonna keep up, I wonder?
The victim of this case, the investor, Mr. Assman, he was another of the Reaper's victims, or so I heard.
Lord Baroque Van Zieks is a top-class prosecutor. But even he can't always push the right verdict through. Sometimes justice can't win.
Yeah, I've heard about jurors being bribed and evidence being falsified. And that's how the notion of the Reaper of the Bailey came about, isn't it?
Obviously, Scotland Yard suspected Van Zieks initially. We all assumed he was taking matters into his own hands if he failed to seal the deal in court.
Although the man himself denies that charge.
Well, we've done a very thorough investigation, and the conclusion we reached is that Lord Van Zieks is in no way related to the deaths of those people outside the courtroom. There's no question in my mind. I'd stake my reputation on it. I would if I had one.
But if that's true, then how do you explain it? All those defendants couldn't have just coincidentally died if nobody killed them.
I know that, but I can't explain.
Oh, weird. Were the security cameras off for, like, no reason whatsoever? And then, like, you know, all the guards fell asleep at the same time? Really weird.
There's a mystery after all, isn't it? That's the whole point of the Reaper.
Professor Harebrained mentioned something else. He said that at university, Lord Van Zieks was a totally different person. Easygoing. Hell, even kind.
You what?
He said that it was after they both graduated that something happened to change the man. Do you have any idea what it was?
No clue.
Liar. Really?
Look, I've got my hands full watching over this frustrating crime scene.
Yeah, okay, excuse me, sir.
Why don't you go and make a nuisance of yourself elsewhere, eh?
Iris will remember that.
Considering how badly damaged everything is, Professor Harebrained was lucky to escape unscathed, I'd say. We should have a good look around the machine while we can, I think.
Touch anything and I'll make sure I kill you before I get strung up myself, you hear?
I won't touch a thing, I promise. So please, spare a thought for your digestion. Anyway, do you really think this machine could actually disassemble people like the professor claims?
He asks, looking totally incredulous. Give it a rest, sunshine. If we were allowed to examine all this bleeding scrap metal, maybe we could answer that question. But we can't, can we?
Because of the annoying rules, you mean?
Exactly. The annoying, obstructive, flaming rules.
Oh, look at the base of the machine there.
Oh, yes. There's a tool of some kind poking through the wire mesh.
It's a screwdriver, I think.
Oh, isn't it a lovely one? The handle's in the shape of a capital letter A.
It is? Oh, yeah, you're right.
What's the matter with you? Don't touch anything, I said. Touch anything and I'll make sure I kill you before I get strung up myself, I said.
Yeah, I understand. Sorry. I only touched it a teeny weeny bit. It was just a tip.
But Grexy, I'm very curious about this screwdriver. Really, very, very curious.
Oh, your ladyship, you're so clever, your ladyship. Fancy spotting something like this. But I'm afraid I can't let you have it.
Let Reno find it first.
I assure you I'll investigate it thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
Investigate this, Pants Grab.
Pants grab. He's gone off with it.
That was very mean. I'm afraid. Inspector Gregson is going to make a very clumsy and embarrassing mistake in next month's installment now.
Damn. Poor Gregsy.
Right. Are you done here, Mr. Naruto? Wait.
Sorry? Excuse me?
It's about time you were leaving. It is about time you were leaving. That law are here now.
That law?
The Forensic Investigation Team. They'll be giving me the Evo in a minute, too.
Oh dear. Poor Grexy. Here, have another cup of my special blend to cheer you up.
That man has no chin.
That hit the spot. It hits it every time.
You might call it the T-spot.
Damn.
That was a funny joke. Shut the hell up. Well, at least I've seen the scene with my own eyes. It looks like this is as far as we're going to get with our investigations here, at least.
I've been thinking. Haley might know something, mightn't he?
About what?
About Mr. Reba.
Oh. About what happened to Lord Van Zeeks, you mean? Because it sounds like something very significant occurred after he graduated from university. Something that completely changed his life. Maybe, but I have no idea where to find Sholmes at the moment. He's in the middle of some big case, isn't he?
Here, this is what you need.
What's this? Some kind of entrance ticket? Madame Tusples? Is this supposed to mean something to me?
You don't know it? It's the most popular attraction in London at the moment. It's very close to Baker Street, actually. We could go now if you like.
No, we don't have the time for visiting attractions today, Iris. We have a big trial tomorrow.
But that's where Annie is.
What? At this popular London attraction?
Yes.
How is it you know where he is?
Annie told me. But he told me to keep it a secret from you, Reno.
Madame Tusples. I don't see how it could be related to the case we're investigating here, but then, stranger things have happened. And when they happen, Mr. Sholmes is usually at the heart of them.
October, Madame Tuspel's Museum of Waxworks.
What is this place? It's like a murder museum. Look at all these terrifying scenes. And why are all the people so still? Guillotines? Ruthless murderers? I know what I'll be dreaming about tonight. Bussy.
They're all wax models. They're amazingly realistic, aren't they? What do you think, Reno? Shocked?
Wax models? Ah! Someone's not a fan of wax play. I read about dead bodies in wax once in a magazine about strange phenomena. Depending on how corpses are kept after death, parts of them can turn to wax, apparently. It's called a adipocere.
Stop talking about creepy things like that, Reno. You're scaring me. Anyway, adipocere.
Ah!
What now?
I've just remembered something else I read. In another magazine about strange phenomena. There was an old lady, maybe a witch, who used to pour molten wax over corpses and put them on display.
None of the exhibits in here are real. They're all entirely man-made replicas.
They can't be. Do you really expect me to believe that? Just look at them.
Yes, I expect you to believe that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Maybe I was confused. There's no way anyone could make models of people that are this realistic. And they're all such gruesome scenes, and... Wait.
What is it?
Oh, no. Must be seeing things. Yeah, I see that. We'll get to it. Let's grab Sholmes. It's the great detective, Mr. Sherlock Sholmes! Ah! Mr. Sholmes has his own wax statue in here? Really?
Well, he is world famous after all.
I just sworn that wax statue just turned its head.
It's an uncanny resemblance, isn't it? Makes my skin crawl to look at.
I know. But look, Reno, you can kick this early, and it doesn't move a muscle.
You can't go around kicking the exhibits, Iris. Wait. It just moved, I'm sure. And not just a little bit either.
Really? Did it?
And look closely. There are beads of sweat on the face of this waxwork model. Shall we move on, Iris? Over there, look! There's a great murder scene to enjoy, much more appealing.
My dear fellow, I take exception to you recoiling in such a manner, as if you've seen something truly abhorrent.
Do we want to divide up parts next time or this time?
Probably would be, well...
Yeah.
It's going to
yeah.
be rough until the trial actually happens.
Yeah.
It's up to y'all, but we only got about 10 minutes left anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, if one of you guys wants to do Sholmes now.
Go ahead, Chris. I don't mind.
What? No, I have a part.
Yeah, Chris has
you
airbrain.
and Sharky.
Go for it, Sharkles.
You sure? It's been a few months since I did Sholmes.
I'll be fine.
As you wish. Iris, what possessed you? I strictly forbade you from divulging the temporary waxwork secret to Mr. Naruto.
Temporary waxwork? What do you mean?
In that kick, could you not have exercised a little more restraint? You winded me.
But Reno has something he needs to ask you.
Oh, a question.
Oops.
And I thought you'd probably be getting bored, too.
Well, we don't talk about Runo.
So here we are.
We don't talk about Runo.
No, no, no.
Well, I can't deny that your timing is impeccable. A mere 2 minutes more being stationary like that. My great brain, on which all my success has been built, would have been turned into wax.
Thank goodness we arrived in time.
Indeed, in many ways, the pair of you just saved the world from an unimaginable loss.
Hey, Annie. You do like to talk nonsense, do you?
You have no idea.
He could know something, it's true. About Lord Van Zeeks and what happened in the past to change him.
Now that you're here, let's take our time. How can I be of assistance? For you're in luck. I'm suddenly quite taken with the idea of conversing.
Oh, well, actually, I'm in quite a hurry.
If my eyes don't deceive me, I believe something is afoot within the walls of this very museum. A most fascinating case, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Moreover, I have a strong suspicion that it's related to the matter at which you've come to me now.
But how could it be?
We shall speak again presently, my dear fellow, but for now I must return to my work.
What, back to being a temporary waxwork exhibit?
I'm not moving, am I? Ellipses. Well, what is it you like to ask me then?
Actually, it's about Lord Van Zeeks.
Ah, our friend Mr. Reaper. How did you find him? Well, I trust.
And so I filled Mr. Sholmes in about everything I'd learned. About Lord Van Zeeks, about Professor Harebrain, and about the strange coincidence that they had been at university together. So I'm wondering what it was that happened to make Lord Van Zeek such a different person.
I was sure that you'd know, Early.
Ellipses.
You said there was something going on here in this exhibit hall before, that something was afoot. And then you believed it was related to what I wanted to ask you about.
More ellipses.
Mr. Sholmes, he's suddenly clammed up.
Well, it seems we've reached the unavoidable... Greetings. Oh, I'm sorry, that's someone else.
Oh, there we go.
Ah.
Oh,
Hello, Shy.
hello. Where did she appear from?
Hello.
And what's she wearing? Could she look any more mysterious?
She's a witch.
I hope.
Witchy woman. Sorry, go ahead, Jay.
I hope you're appreciating my museum.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
Sorry, have we? Oh dear. Mr. Sholmes, do you know this? Not again.
My apologies. I am Esmeralda Tuspels. This is my museum of waxwork.
She's kind of cute.
Yeah, she is.
What, you're the Madame Tuspels?
Yeah, but only 26 years young. And my dad.
Yo? Is that significant somehow?
I'm a madame in name only. It has a certain je ne sais quoi.
Oh, I see. You're telling me you're single. Got it. Hi.
It's what the French call a certain I don't know what.
Right.
Firstly, I must apologize for my waxworks. Or rather, one waxwork in particular.
Hey, Chris, what's office speak for I want you to suck me dry like a withered corpse?
So you'd like my help with it?
That fits. So you'd like my help with it then?
That'll be Mr. Sholmes then.
I was led to believe he was a great detective, but he seems unable to settle.
Yeah, that's due to the massive amounts of opioids in his system. We call it the gangster lean.
Next time you move from your disobedience exhibit, there will be toil and trouble.
So she holding a boiling cauldron with her straight up hands.
You know, somewhere, someone is getting very excited looking at this image.
I was about to say that's hot, but in a literal sense, that is very, very hot wax.
Napalm death.
Oh, Ellie's going to die.
Yay!
I wasn't involved with this project, sir. How am I supposed to ask Mr. Sholmes about Lord Van Zeeks now?
Let's not forget what Ellie said before. About something being a book right here in the museum, I mean.
Yeah, I know, but...
I'm so curious. I want to know what's happening here.
Haven't we got enough on our plate already? Perhaps I can work late. Did you make all these waxworks, Madame Tusples?
I did. I am the third generation of waxwork artisans, you know.
Yes.
Gosh!
It was my grandmother who began the tradition in my family. Her fortunes were checkered, living through the turbulent times of the French Revolution as she did. So that is when she acquired the savoir-faire that leads to the astonishing lifelikeness.
All these waxworks really do look as though they're alive. In fact, they look more alive than Ellie.
What you see exhibited here represents the most atrocious of London's criminal past. All the waxworks were created in the presence of the real people on which they are modeled, in the hours immediately following their executions. That is the secret to the extraordinary lifelikeness.
That sounds terrifying.
All walks of life have similar challenges, I'm sure. To carry out one's trade par excellence, one must go to extraordinary lengths. My exhibits are a reflection of society. I create only that which the public wishes to see.
Why couldn't the public have wished for something less horrifying?
Do not fear.
Sorry?
This room is the only one in the museum with such a macabre theme. I do hope you'll explore. There are models of famous singers, actors, politicians. Something for every taste, I hope.
It was Iris who dragged me straight in here. I'm gonna think of it.
Sorry. Perhaps I should have eased you into things.
And we're gonna ease into this outro. GG, everybody.
yo.
Hey, we finally got everyone apart for today.
Yay!
Good work, team. All right. Well, I am crunching on time. So, we'll lightning round it and get ourselves on the way out. Tony, tell us what you do.
I play fighting games and RPGs, and I'm making another model again.
Again?
Yay. Yeah.
Damn, son. Juan.
Hi. I do RPG long plays, except for not right now, because right now I'm on vacation.
When do you come back from vacation?
I don't know.
True. Shy.
Hi, I'm Shy. We do voice-acted things like This Way Madness Lies, also Final Fantasy XIV, and other casual good games.
All games are good. Lil Sharky.
I've currently been dragged out of retirement to do anime speedruns. Also, I tell you to call your loved ones because you don't know if you'll get the chance again.
That's good.
Excuse me, sir. That'd be you, Chris.
No, I was trying to remember off the top of my head one of the responses, but I was just remembering like the actual thing instead of the. I was gonna tell you to eat shit and die, motherfucker. I was like, wait, no, that's what you just said.
That is, excuse me, sir.
My name's Chris Arias. I lead the raid group Blitz. We're working on Ultimate. We're moving into the final phase on Thursday. I also do voice acting long plays once I finish my current offline project.
True. Go follow these people, you sons of bitches. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. Y'all are absolutely terrific. Thanks for the big raids, the resubs. Hopefully y'all had a great time with us. We'll be back tomorrow. Take that world record. Maybe wrap up. Work on some RE4. And do some Forspoken any percent learning. If you want to join us and have fun in the party, come check us out on Discord. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, best way to keep up with our content. And if you're a tea drinker, check out some of the blends I put together with Adagio, proceeds benefiting the Trevor Project. And if you want to support my broke ass, check out the film wish list to give me free serotonin. Well, not really. Anyway, you know what I mean. But for now, we're going to find someone to raid, and y'all have a terrific night. Take care.